Hey YouTubers, it's Andy and welcome back to the new episode of creating a blog using Laravel from scratch. So in my last video where we left off is we finished designing the UI for how our blog would look. Like we had this for the home page and also we had we also had this for the detail screen. Okay, so in our couple of videos, we're able to achieve this. So in today's tutorial, we are going to be looking at how to link our design that we did in the raw HTML and CSS. We are going to link it inside the Laravel application. So this is going to be real quick. You don't have to know everything about the Laravel framework, but you can move along once you know how this is done. Okay, so if you could remember in our first video, we learned how to create a new and fresh Laravel project. So this is our project that we installed. That's our YouTube blog that we installed here. So in this series or episode, we are going to be integrating our UI design inside the Laravel application. Okay, so we can quickly run this. Since we are not going to be working with databases for now, we can just pull up our terminal, or you can locate your folder and open it with command prompt. Let's say, for example, you can locate where your project is, okay, and just hit here and type cmd, hit enter, and it's going to open your command prompt for you. Okay, so we can just do php artisan serve. Okay, if you are using this text editor, that's php storm, you can quickly pull up the terminal by clicking on this icon here. So PHP artisan serve is going to start our server, okay, for us. Then we can copy this address, that's localhost port 8000. Then we can run to see our project showing here. So if you could remember this is where we left off in our previous video. I think the second or third video. Okay, so now what do we have to do here? So this is very simple. So I also explain all what these folder structures does, or what how useful it is in the previous video. So you can check that out. I'll be leaving the video link at the description. If you haven't, please check it. And you haven't subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel as well. Well, so what we are going to be doing is we first have to open our route, go to our web.php. So this is where all our routing is going to be done. Okay, so first of all, we are going to be creating a controller, okay, to handle all this. So you can quickly create it by doing php artisan to php artisan make controller. Then let's call it website controller. Okay, so we successfully created, and you can locate your controller under app http controllers. Then here we can have our list of controllers here. Okay, so perfect. So now what we have to do is let's first create a function here. Okay, so let's just call this the home screen. Okay, so the function is going to contain our home screen. Then we can just echo something on the screen to see. Okay, so inside our web here, instead of doing this, we can take out all these functions here and now pass in our controller. So it's going to be what we created as the website controller. And to pull our function from this class or this website controller class, we have to use the at. Then now we can call the function. So this time is home. So we can call this here home. And now when you still route to it, then now we can see it's showing the hello home here. All right, awesome. So now what we have to do next, okay, is to open our resources views. Then this is what we were seeing on the screen. Okay, now we want to bring in all our HTMLs that we did. So um so we have to open where the design is. Okay, then let's just first bring in our index file here, and you can open it with any text editor that you want. So first of all, I'm just going to copy everything. Okay, open this welcome, since it's going to be serving as our home screen. Then I'm going to delete everything here and paste it here. Okay, so nice. So now when we come to our website controller here, we can simply return the view. So let's return the view. Then it's inside yeah, it's inside no folder, so you can quickly just pull it out by using welcome. So if you don't know much about the blade in Laravel, you can check it out. I'll be leaving the description that you can visit to learn more about it. But quickly, what is welcome the blade? What the blade extension that we are seeing here does is the blade gives us some kind of abilities to do or to write some inline PHP code without doing the old code. So it's just like a templating. So Blade is a PHP templating framework or a library. Okay, so we are going to be seeing the power of it in our couple of videos that we are going to be doing. So don't get confused, just stick with me and yeah. Okay, so we are calling, so to call the folder, okay, sorry, to call the file, we don't have to add the blade. We don't have to add the blade here. So automatically Laravel detects this and knows that it's a blade file or a blade template. So we just have to call the name of it. That's welcome. And let's refresh. Okay, so now it has pulled in our website what we did, but it's looking kind of ugly because it's not detecting our assets. Okay, so what can we do here? So now we have to bring in all our assets. So let me just move this here. So our assets, I'm talking about our script, that's our C styling script, our JavaScript, okay, as well, and as well as the images. So you have to bring them in. So now, how do we do that in Laravel? So you simply have to copy all of your assets. So CSS, image, JavaScript here, and just move them inside your public public directory here. So you simply have to paste them here inside your public. Okay, it's as easy as that. Okay, so once you move them here, now what you have to do is you have to call them. So let me close this. Okay, so now how do we call them? So we are going to use blade to we're going to use blade for the first time here. So watch this. So we can quickly bring in this by cutting this off and bringing two brackets like this. Then now we can call asset. Okay, so this one, then this is directly going to give us our root path. That's the public. So inside our public, what do we want? So we want to call our CSS and so on. So what I cut from there is what I will be pasting. So the asset will locate your public folder like this. Then it's going to navigate to CSS, okay, and it's going to look for your bootstrap domain.css. Awesome, right? Yeah. So let's do the same for this. Okay, then we can do same for the JavaScript as well. That's the jQuery. Okay, so since this is pulling from our CDN, we can leave this like that. So yes, so we have our images too. So we have to do same for our images. Okay, yeah, let's go to our Bootstrap here. Okay, so you have to locate wherever there is an image, okay, or any asset, image, a script, file, or a CSS styling, okay, or whatsoever. You have to bring in your asset, okay. Then you can use them. So this. Let's see if there's any. Okay, there's. I think there's one more. Yeah. Okay, so let's just give this a refresh and see what happens here. Okay, so now we can see with the help of just the asset function, it has been able to bring in all our assets that we needed and our styling. So we have our styling here. Okay, so let's do same for the detailed screen here. Okay, so if you could remember, let's just bring in this here. So this is for our detail screen. Okay, so for our detail screen, we have to come inside our controller. Okay, then our controller is going to handle what to do. So Google is going to handle our logic aspect, like whatever we tell the controller to do. So it's going to sit in between the model and the view. So you're going to be seeing the power of the model very soon. Okay, so here let's just call these detail like this and return a view. Okay, and let's call this detail. All right, so let's quickly create a blade file here. So I'll call it detail dot blade. Okay, awesome. Now let's also bring in all these here like this. Then let's just do what we did for the first one. So I can simply copy all these. Okay, then just bring them here. Okay, then the tag is the only thing left with. So uh, let me just pull in the tag as well. Tags, yeah, and also the logo like this. And yeah, for this also we have to do that. Okay, then we also have to do same for our ad. That's the ad that was showing on the right. Okay, we have to do this like this. Okay, awesome. So now we've been able to write them here. So in order to preview them, okay, we have to link it to the route. So the route is going to be handling all the routes, and that's where you have to go. So this time we want to go to our detail. So slash detail. Then what do we do? This is going to call the function. So this time detail like this, and we paste it here. Okay, so this routing is very good in the sense that you can change your function or whatever you want to do in your website, but once you want to change the path or the path name, you can easily do it here, and it's going to affect everywhere that you have this. So very soon we are going to be doing some name routing where you can do this name and you can name your style. So for instance, this will be web detail. So let me just leave it here, and this will also be web.home. Okay, fine. So yeah, so inside our detail screen, so now we can preview this by quickly doing slash detail, and we can see our detail screen is showing. Yeah, pretty awesome, right? Yeah. So let me teach you what this name did for us. So inside our welcome page, for instance, okay, let's navigate to where we had any of the cards like this. So we want to make the cards clickable. When you click on the card, for instance, it's going to open the detail screen of this particular item. So let's achieve that quickly, and let's just give an a tag to our title here, the first one. Okay. So now what we can do is with the help of the blade templating, we can simply put this one here, call our route, and now it's going to take a name. Okay, it's going to take a name argument, so we can quickly pass in the name. So we named it web.detail. If you could remember, this is what we named it, web.detail. So inside here we can call web.detail, refresh this, and now this is a link. then let's just click on it, and you can see it brings us here. Okay, so what this naming does is very important in the sense that whenever that we change the name of our function, okay, to maybe page detail, for instance, and let's change it here to be page detail. Okay, for instance, it's not going to affect anything. I can just refresh and you can see it's still showing the same thing, but we've made some changes to our code. So that's the power of the name routing. So when you give it a name route, you can do whatever that you want to do, any changes, so I can change whatever that you want to do, and to simply affect, okay, it will just simply take effect here. Okay, so in this video, we've been able to link our home page and also our detailed page. So let's just pause here for now, and in our next video we are going to be looking at some couple of advanced stuffs using the blade templating. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye.